Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So, the Dragon Ball Legends Information April 2025 stream has just ended, and with it, we got the announcement of 2 brand new units, of course one Sparking and one LF unit, alongside a new Zenkai, new equipment, apparently a new event, and a few other things. So, just getting some of the quick information out the way before we really get into the new units. First things first, we're getting a new tower style event. It's called Wilderness Brawl. So you have to conquer 20 stages, and at the end of all 20 stages, you'll earn up to 500 crystals. So for anybody who's really trying to farm crystals for maybe this upcoming banner, or maybe the anniversary, this will at least get you a decent amount of crystals. So definitely not bad. Now, moving past that, we're getting a brand new set of equipment, and this equipment is actually for Goku and Piccolo Jr., the green and red units respectively. Now, I don't believe that this equipment is dropping during reset. I believe they said that it's going to be dropping later, but Goku and Piccolo Jr. will be getting brand new equipment. Makes sense because they're part of the Dragon Ball tag, and hopefully it'll give them enough firepower to be able to fight in this current meta. But of course, remember that since this is specific equipment for those units, you gotta get them up to friendship level 5. So if you haven't done it already, now's the best time to start grinding friendship for both of them, because the sooner you get it done, the sooner you'll be able to utilize their brand new equipment when it drops. Now, moving past that, we have a brand new Zenkai unit, and part of me is shocked, part of me is not, but the next Zenkai is none other than Sparking Launch, which makes sense because the last Zenkai we got was Sparking, the Sparking Yamcha unit, the green one, the Wasteland Bandit, that's right. But these 2 units released at the same time. They're on the same banner. So it makes sense that she would get a Zenkai because obviously she's part of the Dragon Ball tag. So yes, Launch will be getting a Zenkai Awakening. She boosts red in Dragon Ball, and she has abilities where, you know, she has additional card draw speed and key recovery, and that's pretty much all we know for right now. But that is pretty much all the quick information out of the way. Apart from the fact that during reset, we should be getting a free 1,000 crystals because we hit, I believe, 1.5 million, followers worldwide for other Legends accounts. So we will be getting a free 1,000 crystals as well. So that's good. That's free multi. Okay, now with all that out the way, we have brand new units. So the 1% Sparking unit is none other than Sparking Tambourine, which personally speaking, I'm actually kind of excited for because he's never been in Legends before. And the LF unit is none other than LF Demon King Piccolo, which this has been a long time coming. Like, I'm excited. I did record my reaction, so check that out first, and then we'll break down both of the units. Okay, let's see what it is. Dragon Ball Legends. Dragon Ball, of course. They actually added Tambourine. Okay, so that's what the kick was. Okay, because I was looking at it, I'm like, yeah. Okay, I'm fine with that. Like, hey, I mean, Tambourine a little bit clean, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually hyped for this. I'm actually hyped for Tambourine. But that means it might be time, like, LF Demon King Piccolo?
I must say that's a fitting burial site for you.
That's him, bro. That's Tambourine. Ah, Demon King Piccolo finally gets his LF. Finally gets an LF. We are summoning more. Bro, show me that heat. Show me that heat. Okay. Like, he's deserved an LF for far too long now. Oh, man. Like, I'm happy, bro. Like, go on. Like, I'm happy, bro. Dang.
Finally dead, aren't you, brat?
You talking about finally dead? You finally got an LF. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. I'm excited, actually. This is Tambourine, bro. Y'all don't know nothing about Tambourine, bro. Like, that's him. Look at the kicks. That's him. No, but seriously, like, I'm glad, like, Dragon Ball is, like, getting, like, different characters apart from, like, what we've already gotten. Like, that's why I'm so excited for Tambourine, because he hasn't been in Legends until now. It's pretty cool.
You've proven the fact that your species deserves extinction.
That's crazy. It's time, bro. This is Demon King Piccolo. But that's him, bro. Like, that's right. Charge the power. Like, I'm so freaking happy that he, like, finally has an LF unit, man. Like, years, man. Like, I can tell, like, landing his LF is gonna be so satisfying, bro. Like, I really hope, like, this is, like, the beginning of the comeback for the Dragon Ball tag. Like, because they really need it.
Finally dead, aren't you, brat?
I'm excited, man. Like, the Dragon Ball tag is finally getting a solid buff. Like, I never thought I'd see the day. Anyway, so let's start breaking down the units. So we have Sparking Tambourine. So Tambourine, he's a green unit. He's a support type. The only tag that he's on is Dragon Ball, but it makes sense because he was only in Dragon Ball. And his Z abilities from Z ability 3 is buffing tag Dragon Ball, green, and yellow. So they're at least giving him some versatility because, again, he's only ever been in Dragon Ball. So outside of that, and of course he's not a powerful opponent because he's not like the main villain, he's a color buffer. So you can throw him on a team with green units, you can throw him on a team with yellow units, and he'll boost those units. So there's some versatility there. Now, moving on to the next page, it says strong synergy with tag Dragon Ball. Starter ability, remember, because the abilities have changed now, so the way how we're gonna break all this down is different. But anyway, starter ability, when there is at least one other tag Dragon Ball ally battle member, ally damage plus 30%, ally sub count on switch -1, all uncancelable. So that's a good start, right? Again, hence starter ability. So as long as you pair them up with any Dragon Ball unit, you're gonna boost your ally damage by 30% by default, and you're gonna reduce their sub counts by 1, and it's all uncancelable. So no matter what happens, these abilities will always be in effect, which is good, as long as you have another Dragon Ball battle member with you. On to the next page. Outstanding sub count reduction ability. Unique ability on cover change. Ally sub counts -3. Enemy key -30. Enemy Dragon Balls -1 2 times. When on standby, an ally is hit by enemy arts 2 times. Activations reset on battlefield entry. Sub counts -1. So when you throw them in, we don't know if Tambourine has any type of special cover change. He probably does. Like, it's the modern era. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. But yeah, when you cover change with Tambourine, you lower your ally sub counts by 3. So that could help out a lot. Again, he's a support type, so it makes sense that his abilities are going to help the team. You cripple your opponent's ki, so hopefully their combos will start to slow down if possible. And you also reduce their Dragon Balls. It's up to 2 times, but still, that could potentially help you with preventing your opponent from getting Rising Rush, which is good. And then when you throw Tambourine into standby and your allies get hit by any arts card, and it happens up to 2 times, and it resets on battlefield entry, so you throw them in, then you take them back out, this ability reactivates, your sub count goes down by 1. So that's it's giving you the opportunity of like being able to swap out your units quickly, which is always a good thing, especially if you're up against units that combo for 15 years. So that's good. On to the next page. Gain Dragon Balls to boost attack, evasiveness, and more. Unique ability. When on a battlefield and 1 Dragon Ball is gained, critical rate plus 10% up to 30%, vanishing gauge plus 50%, nullify special cover changes 3 counts. When not defeated and 1 Dragon Ball is gained, ally health plus 5%, ally damage plus 15%, 10 counts, cancel ally attribute downgrades. Okay, so utilizing the Dragon Balls is going to be very, very important for this unit. Of course, when he's on the battlefield and you get Dragon Balls, you raise your crits up to 30%, so that's 3 Dragon Balls, and then that's that. You get to restore your Vanish by 50%, so if you get 2 Dragon Balls, your Vanish is back, and that's not really impossible to do. So just as long as you obviously have the Dragon Ball cards available to utilize, then yeah, you'll get your Vanish back. And you do nullify your cover change for 3 timer counts. So you might be able to stretch it. Like, for example, you utilize 1 arts card that has a Dragon Ball card. Let's just go with strike cards, right? You use that, you nullify cover changes for 3 timer counts. the next arts card you use will probably be a card that doesn't have a Dragon Ball attached to it, right? So that way you can extend the combo, and then the card that you use after that would be another Dragon Ball card, because doing so would nullify cover change again. So you can kind of string it like that to keep the combo going while maximizing your damage as much as you can. So there's that. And then when he's alive, so you really want to make sure he lives, you get to heal your allies, raise their damage, and cancel their attribute downgrades, so long as you're obtaining Dragon Balls. So again, support abilities surrounding the Dragon Balls, very important for Tambourine. You want to make sure that you utilize it properly. And then on the final page for Tambourine, remove debuffs with the main ability. Main ability, destroy one random card, then draw ultimate arts next. Health plus 30%, key plus 50, cancel attribute downgrades, abnormal conditions, cancel enemy attribute upgrades, seal all enemy main abilities 10 counts. So pretty much if you get hit with some nonsense, like from like, because the example they used was Majin Ku and Majin Du, you pop your main, you remove all that nonsense. And not only that, if you're up against units that just get buffs upon buffs upon buffs, the example that they used was Ultra Beast Gohan. Pop your main ability, they lose all those buffs, which is good. And also, just being able to seal off their main ability is super helpful, especially for 10 timer counts. Doesn't seem like a long time, but in the grand scheme of things, it kind of is. So again, being able to like do all that is also good. And also the ult, they didn't really give us much details on what the ult is capable of doing. We don't know if it nullifies endurance. We don't know if it deals any type of effects. We don't even know the name of the ult. So we'll have to see how that's gonna work once we get our hands on Sparking Tambourine. Now, we have the GOAT. Okay, he finally got an LF unit. Let's talk about LF Demon King Piccolo. So it says, Legends Limited, Sparking Demon King Piccolo. He's a purple unit, which is good. He's a melee type. His tags are Regeneration, Namekian, Powerful Opponent, and Dragon Ball. More than likely, you're just going to be using him on Powerful Opponent, or I guess in this particular case, Dragon Ball, because the tag is getting buffed. If you want to try to use him on Regen, go for it. If you want to try to use him on Namekian, good luck. And then Z Ability 3 buffs Tag Dragon Ball, or Element Regeneration, or Tag Powerful Opponent. Okay, that makes sense. So even they're saying like, yeah, are you really trying to use him on the Namekian tag? Just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, moving on to the next page, it says a unique gauge based on King Piccolo's regained youth. Unique gauge, Dragon Ball type. When unique gauge becomes full, health plus 50%, special move ultimate damage plus 50% uncancelable, health restoration plus 20% uncancelable, special move arts cost minus 10 uncancelable, protect Dragon Balls 50 counts uncancelable, charges each time one Dragon Ball is gained while not defeated. So using him alongside Tambourine is going to be extremely important, because they both utilize the aspect of the Dragon Balls in some sort of way, shape, or form, right? And remember that Demon King Piccolo gets these buffs from when you get the Dragon Ball in general. So it doesn't matter who on your team gets the Dragon Ball, as long as you have the Dragon Balls, he gets these buffs. So it's going to be important to try to utilize obtaining the Dragon Balls with Tambourine to take advantage of his buffs. So that way, when you throw in Demon King Piccolo, then he's able to maximize his potential as well. So yeah, they're really going to work in tandem with each other. But yeah, again, you get your like 50% health. You raise your special move and ult damage. Health restoration, special move arts costs, like going down by 10, which is really nice. Protecting the Dragon Balls, which is really important. There's too many units that like on entry or cover change, or once their health reaches a certain point, they just knock down your Dragon Balls. Being able to protect them at this point is actually really, really good. So definitely not complaining with that. And then on to the next page. It says powerful ability related to Dragon Balls. Unique ability. When on battlefield and one Dragon Ball is gained. Key plus 10. Damage plus 20%, 15 counts. On Rising Rush activation, one time, destroy entire hand, then draw one each of Strike, Blast, Special move arts. Rising Rush damage plus 40% uncancelable. Nullify Endurance 3 counts uncancelable. Dragon Balls plus 2. Ally sub counts minus 10. Enemy Dragon Balls minus 3. When on standby and Dragon Balls count reaches 7, sub counts -10. Okay, so this is actually super powerful, and I'll explain, right? So, just getting the first part out the way, when on battlefield and 1 Dragon Ball is gained, you get key, you get a damage buff. Fantastic. Now, the Rising Rush portion is extremely strong for a few reasons. 1, you get a damage boost for it. You're boosting Rising Rush damage, more than likely any unit you hit with it is gonna die. 2, you nullify endurance with it, which is actually really, really helpful in this current meta because of units like LF Super Saiyan Goku Mini and Majin Du, where Majin Du just has endurance, and Super Saiyan Goku Mini will get endurance if Rising Rush is activated. So, if you have Demon King Piccolo in and you rush and Goku Mini or Majin Du goes in and you land the rush, they're dead. So that's good, right? Also, you know, you lower your ally sub counts and you cripple your opponent's Dragon Balls by 3, which is good. So kind of tying that with some of Tambourine's abilities, you might be able to prevent your opponents from being able to use Rising Rush, which is good. But I think, personally speaking, the most important thing from this is you destroy your entire hand, then draw 1 of each of the 4, you know, initial art cards. Strike, Blast, Special Move, Special Skill, right? The reason why that's so important, and correct me if I'm wrong too, Demon King Piccolo is the first and only unit to do that specific thing, where you destroy your entire hand and you get 1 of each card. Why is that so important? Well, I'm pretty sure you guys have experienced using Rising Rush and you probably had All Strike, All Blast, or something of the sort, right? And it made guessing your rush far too easy, especially depending on what unit you utilize to use Rising Rush. With Demon King Piccolo, you will always guaranteed have a 1/4 chance of being able to guess the rush. That's actually really strong. His rush will always be unpredictable, always. And I think that's extremely strong because, for example, let's say that, and I'm using a very, very basic example, right? Let's say that you're using Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like the new LF unit that dropped recently, right? And you use Rising Rush, and obviously, like, he's a melee type, so the cards that you're gonna wanna get rid of are Blast Arts cards, right? Just very simple example. Let's say that you have all Blast Arts cards. More often than not, your opponent's gonna pick Blast, right? Because you're gonna wanna get rid of those cards. So, Demon King Piccolo's not gonna fall into that issue because he will always have 1 of each card. So you're gonna always have to guess which card you're gonna pick because you have all the options. So that's actually fantastic. So it helps with Rising Rush, and being able to nullify endurance with it is even better. And then on the final page, it says, execute powerful attacks with ease. Unique ability. On battlefield entry, draw up to 2 cards if hand has 3 or fewer. I was about to say cards, but I mean, it's what it's implying. Key plus 30, nullify special cover changes 5 counts, Dragon Balls plus 1 time. Also, if unique gauge is full, nullify element disadvantages 5 counts. So, pretty straightforward. You throw him in, you get 2 cards if you have less than 3 cards. So you kind of want to throw him in the midst of a combo. He gets 30 key. So if your key management is okay, then you'll be all right. If your key's on the lower end, then the highest tiered card you'd be able to use is Blast Arts. So again, you want to be careful, but it still is good. Also, you nullify cover change, which is good, and you get a Dragon Ball. So maybe that could get you up to Rising Rush or whatever the case may be. But I mean, he gets some buffs from getting Dragon Balls, so it helps. And then if your unique gauge is full, you become element neutral, so that's also good as well. But yeah, that is about it. We do know that we're gonna be getting 2 LF units for this saga. The first one is Demon King Piccolo, so I'm assuming that, I believe they said it was at the end of the month, we'll be getting another LF unit for this tag. I'm pretty sure that has to be Kid Goku. It's the only thing that it could be. Well, I mean, there's probably some other stuff, but honestly, this is pretty exciting. Like, I'm really curious to see how these guys are going to perform, especially, honestly, Tambourine, because Tambourine is a green unit, and we just got the Zenkai for Wasteland Bandit Yamcha, who's a green unit, who boosts green and Dragon Ball. So, because of that, Tambourine has a unit that can boost him. So, we'll see how all this works out in the end. But I do want to know what you guys think about Sparking Tambourine and LF Demon King Piccolo in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.